Last day of the card reveal, and I gotta say some of these cards are looking really nice. Definitely looks like Shaman and Paladin are gonna have some very serious Excavate treasures, so yeah, looking forward to seeing how that one pans out. Hope you're enjoying the content, and if you do, a like and subscribe would really help. And don't forget you can hire me for some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the cards.
You are not prepared!
This is gonna be the final card dump. As you see, we're gonna be seeing some Pally, Shaman, and Warrior cards, and anything in between. Yeah, let's just jump right into it and see what the new mining rewards are gonna be for Shaman and Pally. Starting off with some of the Shaman cards, we have 4 mana Digging Straight Down. It's a nature spell. Deal 8 damage to a minion, excavate a treasure. Dealing 8 damage to a minion for only 4 mana is a very decent control tool, so that is going to be helping quite a lot for the Shaman class. And this is just an excellent spell also to be able to discover through nature discovery and whatnot. So yeah, this card is going to see a lot of play, and obviously it will, because it is an excavate card. So as long as the excavate reward is worth it, and I think it is, this thing is going to be seeing plenty of play. We also have a 2 mana 0/2 Needle Rock Totem, and this thing is going to gain you 2 armor as well as drawing you a card at the end of your turn. So that makes it something like a gold banner, which we are seeing plenty of. It also has the Tribe Totem, so that's going to be lovely for Shamans, and it's also going to be neat for Warriors as well because it is giving them armor, and it's also not a bad target for potential Enraged Warrior shenanigans, even though the egg is probably still the better choice if you're going to have a 0/2 on the board. But it is gonna probably make it into a control warrior kind of deal, because gaining armor and drawing a card sounds like the control warrior fantasy now, doesn't it? We also have a 3 mana spell, which is both for Pally and for Shaman. And this is Shroomscavate. Give a minion Wind Fury and Divine Shield, excavate a treasure. This card is huge. Like, this is a very nice card. Very overpowered, honestly. Even if it wasn't excavating, I was sold on it already, because giving a minion Wind Fury, like, let's not forget Pally can buff a minion for 0 mana with +10/+10 in a single turn, so even a frickin' Silver Hand sticking after turn 6 means that you're literally dead to a 3 mana combo, you know? I'm saying after turn 6, because you probably don't have the 10 mana spell down to 0 already, so there's that. But yeah, this is gonna be insanely strong in Paladins, and it's also gonna be pretty strong in Shamans alike. You're not gonna be OTKing with Shaman as much, obviously, at least not for now. But for Pally, I can see this card being very problematic very fast. We also have a new 4 mana nature spell for Shaman/Warrior, Aftershock. Deal 1 damage to all minions 3 times. Costs 2 less if you cast the spell last turn. This is gonna be the bane of a lot of Trend Druids, because this is literally gonna kill a 1/1 double Death Rattle Tauren Idiot for the Trend Druid, but also it is gonna deal with some 1 health minions with the 2/2 Death Rattle as well, so it's gonna be pretty flexible and definitely a nice inclusion to the Control Warrior arsenal, but also for Highlander Shaman is gonna fit in nicely too. We also have a 4 mana Pally card, which is an Undead Beast, Fossilized Kaleidosaur. Battlecry, gain 2 random bonus effects, excavate a treasure. Well, this is gonna be gaining all of those good stuff like Rush, Wind Fury, Divine Shield, Taunt, Stealth, Lifesteal. Am I missing something? Either way, it is gonna be pretty okay card to include, just because it has the Excavate tag on it. Even as a minion alone, it's still a 4 mana 3/4 with 2 good effects. The fact that it's random is kinda random, obviously, but even without the Excavate, this would have been a playable card in my book. Like, it is gonna fit well in something like a Pure Pally, let's say, because it does have a couple of tags on it, so it would be pretty nice for things like Curator and whatnot. So it might even find its place in a deck like that without even focusing on excavating as much. Could be a decent card indeed. And now we can finally see what the Excavate treasures are gonna be for the 2 classes. And we have a 4 mana 5/5 Elemental Murloc, the Azurite Murloc for Shaman, which is gonna Battlecry, transform all your other minions into ones that cost 3 more, keeping their original costs. So this is gonna be doing on everything on the board, in the deck, in the hand, so that should be pretty nice for Shaman. You're gonna be able to get a lot of extra random nonsense for a lot cheap, and yeah, this might be a pretty fun deck to fool around with. Should definitely keep an eye out for this one. I am definitely excited to try something like this, maybe even on day 1. We also have a 4-mana 5/5 elemental dragon for Pally, the Azurite Dragon. Give all other minions in your hand, deck, and battlefield +3/+3. I think it says the same thing, but just because here they don't have enough room to write the entire text, like they can't physically go more than 4 lines as far as I'm concerned. So I'm pretty sure it's the same effect, but this thing gives +3/+3 on everything. So that as well is gonna be pretty nice for the Pally class, and it's basically like a cheaper Lorfimar, but you are gonna have to work for it a little, so there's that as well. And Lorfimar doesn't buff the board and the hand as well, so there's that too. Both of the cards look real nice. Obviously these are not gonna be collectible, they're gonna be the rewards, so don't get baited into thinking you can open these. I know most of you know this, but there are gonna be a few people asking, oh, I'm definitely gonna be crafting this on day one and whatnot. So yeah, this is not a craftable card. And we also have Sir Finley. Hey, Sir Finley is coming. Told you he's coming, but he's not actually a Highlander card this time, which is kind of weird. It's a 3-mana 2/3 Murloc, obviously, and it's a Pally/Shaman card. Battle Cry: if you've excavated twice, transform all enemy minions into 1/1 Murlocs. Okay, I mean, that is quite the legendary effect indeed, Finley. Should be a pretty strong control tool, should be pretty strong in both aggro and control decks alike. So yeah, the power level on this card is definitely quite high. So yeah, that's gonna be all the cards for the mini set. Definitely looks pretty interesting, pretty cool things are awaiting Hearthstone, and yeah, the fact that these are dual class cards, at least plenty of them, is gonna mean that this mini set should be a lot more impactful than other mini sets from the past, because it's basically like 50% extra cards that are gonna be infused into the classes. So I'm pretty excited for some of these cards indeed. Definitely most excited for Shaman and Pally though, because the new mining shenanigans are looking pretty hot. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the reveals. Hope you enjoyed this card reveal season for the mini set from me, and if you did, I might actually do it for the next full set as well, even though it's gonna be a lot of work. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching again. If you enjoyed the content, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.